Hey guys, it's Dara with your Short and Sweat workout. Today we're going to be working our upper body and I'm going to be showing you how to use a band, all right? If you don't have a band, I would suggest grabbing a light pair of dumbbells and a heavier set. You could also grab some soup cans or just some water bottles, okay? So we don't need the band for the warm-up, so I'll set it here, but let's get those shoulders nice and warm. So let's start with our feet shoulder width apart. And we're gonna put our hands down to the ground and we're gonna walk ourselves all the way out into a plank, all right? And then we're gonna bring it all the way back and standing up. Not only is it gonna get our arms ready for our workout, but we are also gonna get our heart rate up a little bit. Good job. Now we're gonna throw in 3 more of these, but these next 3, let's get those shoulders even more prepared and let's throw in a push-up. 2 more of those bad boys. Here we go. Try to keep the palm of your hand flat on the floor here, okay? Gotta warm up those wrists. Good. All right. Heart rate's starting to come up here, okay? So now we're gonna go one more time. We're gonna really work on opening up the chest. Walk out one more time for me, but just hold that plank. Good. And we're gonna reach that left hand all the way up to the sky. Good, bring it down, switch sides. Okay, we're gonna do this for about 20, 30 seconds. I want you to really focus on not the speed, but opening up your chest. So that means reaching that hand up nice and high with that rotation, okay? You could also do this on your knees. Good job. Let's try to get 1 more each way. Whew, I can feel my heart rate nice and high, and then 1 last walk back in. All right, so I have 5 different movements for you guys today, all right? So I'm gonna tell you guys, for those that are using dumbbells or weights at home, when to grab a lighter pair and when to grab a heavier pair. The first movement we're gonna be doing is a banded row, okay? So I'm gonna put 2 feet on top of my band because that adds a little bit more resistance. So if you're at home, you wanna grab your heavier set and we're gonna pull all the way back to our chest, okay? We're gonna do this for 30 seconds and then I'll show you the next movement. Are you guys ready? Here we go. So these bands, why I love them so much, you can adjust your workout, and I travel and it makes my workouts on the road really fun and enjoyable because I don't have to leave my family. I can just do it in the hotel room. Good job. Now the lower you reach on the band, the harder it'll be. Good. Okay, a little bit of break. Let me show you the next one. Now what you want to switch, if you have the heavier dumbbells, you're going to go ahead and get the lighter set. We're going to go into an upright row. You're still braking. You're going to have it like you're pouring out a can of, we'll say soda, right? We don't want to drink that. Okay? We're pouring that out and we're going to lift all the way up towards our chin, okay? So we call this the upright row. Get ready. And if you have your band, 1 foot, okay, to make it easier. Ready? Here we go. Good. Focus on keeping that chest nice and tall. And then we don't want to strain your neck, okay? So think about keeping that ball right under your chin. Okay, it keeps your body in a nice posture, okay? Good line. And in our cool down today, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about how you can check in with your posture. Breathe out as you're pulling up. All right, okay, take a little break. You guys are breaking. Let me show you the next one, okay? So again, my posture is gonna be nice and tall. The closer my hands are in on the band, the harder it'll be, okay? So I go about half the distance here, and we're gonna pull all the way apart. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades down and together, all right? So the arms will be out straight, and push all the way out. You're gonna want your small dumbbells, okay? For those without bands, here we go. We're breathing out as we take the band apart. This one should really open up that chest. Feels good, especially if you sit at a desk. This will feel really good and help strengthen out those back muscles so you can sit up nice and tall. Good job. Okay, roll out those shoulders. You're gonna start to feel them. We're gonna go into biceps. So now you're gonna hold that water, okay? So palms up, okay? Like you're gonna bring that water up to your mouth and you're gonna keep your elbows down, okay? And curling up. Let me show you from the side. Keep those elbows by the side, curling up, all right? If you have your weights, you could grab your heavier set for this one probably. Kind of depends on the person. Adjust as you need to. I'm gonna go 1 foot. If you have a little bit stronger biceps, you could go ahead and throw 2 feet under there. But the biceps are technically a smaller muscle, all right? So we recruit our biceps when we do back exercises, any type of pulling, okay? So if you're into pull-ups, this small muscle could help recruit to get you better pull-ups, okay? Good. Okay, take a break. Now, I'm gonna keep 1 foot under the band. Now I'm gonna flip it, so I'm flipping my grip. So I was drinking my water. Now I'm dumping it out, okay? So my hands are down. I'm gonna bend at the waist, and we're gonna do a kickback. My elbows stay at the side. We just worked your bicep. Now we're gonna go ahead and work the back of our arm, our tricep here, okay? Kicking straight back, okay? Get ready, get set, and here we go. At home, you're gonna want your lighter weights, okay? Unless you have super strong triceps, then go ahead and get the bigger ones. Good. Breathe out as you push. So the biceps where you're recruiting pulling muscles, the triceps are your recruiting pushing muscles, all right? Push you up out of bed, out of a chair. Good. Take a break. Now, we're gonna start back at the top. So that's the row. So this is gonna be the harder one, so grab your heavier weights. And this is gonna be, with the band, I'm gonna do 2 feet. I'm gonna choke down on my band a little bit just to add a little bit more resistance, all right? So I want you to challenge yourself, okay? Think about how many you're about getting. So you could count. I want you to get anywhere between 10 to 15 reps here in 30 seconds, all right? Get ready. Get set, here we go. Make sure you're breathing out as you're pulling. So this is our big back muscles, all right? Rhomboids, your lats. Helps you pull, helps you stand up nice and tall. Good, take a break. Okay, we got 30 seconds to recover. Adjust your weight, adjust your band. Okay, I had 2 feet. Now we're gonna go 1, all right? And now we're pouring out, right? Palms facing down. Okay. Whew, roll out those shoulders because these next 2 together are quite the burner, all right? Okay, get ready in 3, 2, good, upright row. Good, pulling all the way up to your chin. Okay, but make sure you're keeping that good posture. Okay, head up, chest up. And shoulders back. Don't ever want to forget that. Good, take a break. Okay, we're gonna go pick up that band, pick your lighter weights up. Okay, this is gonna be that pull apart. If you don't remember, I'll show you. If you wanna make it harder this set for those with your band, hands closer together, all right? We're going all the way apart. Roll out those shoulders. This one's always the toughest, right? Those shoulders, those muscles in your shoulders are so small, but they're so important, okay? Ready? Here we go. Breathing out as you're pulling apart. Good. Take a break here. Roll those shoulders, all right? Maybe two backwards, two forwards. Okay, we're gonna get ready for those curls. So you can choose 1 foot or 2, but remember, now we're holding that glass of water and we're gonna drink it. So elbows down, curling up, all right? And remember, you could also keep 1 foot, but choke down further on the band and that'll increase the resistance. Ready? Here we go. Now, even though we're working our upper body today, I hope that you're focusing on keeping that posture tall, which in turn works our core, okay? So right now, I'm thinking about squeezing my butt and squeezing my belly, all right? So think about drawing that belly button in towards your spine. Good, take a break, okay? Keep that 1 foot under. We're gonna go into our tricep kickbacks. So there was our small muscles, our biceps. Now we'll work into those triceps, okay? Now, the good thing is we're through round 2 after this. The bad thing is we got 1 more round, but you could also think of it in a positive. You got 1 more round to master these moves, okay? So let's get ready. We're gonna bend over at the hips, keeping that belly pulled in, and we're kicking back. Here we go. Breathing out as you push back. These are our small pushing muscles. Good, take a break. Maybe grab a quick drink of water here before our last round. And then I forgot to tell you guys, we got a finisher today too, all right? Gotta get those chest muscles worked, right? So we kind of warmed up with our shoulders with those push-ups. So I'll tell you, we're gonna do those for a finisher. So it's our last set of rows. So I'm going 2 feet. We're gonna choke down so we get bigger resistance. Here we go. At home, you're grabbing your heavier weights. Maybe you're just rowing your couch, okay? Find that heavy object. I've used my laundry detergent, that gets pretty heavy. It's a good rowing weight. Good, take a break. Whew. You guys are doing awesome, okay? We're gonna flip into that upright row. So we're gonna adjust. We got 1 foot. I always like it to feel even under my foot, so I got even on each side, okay? So 1 foot, remember, pouring out. So you're down. All right. I wanna see if you can pull that core in tighter on this last round, okay? Belly button in, here we go. Breathing out as you're pulling up, okay? Shaping up those shoulders. You got this, guys. Good, take a break. Okay, bring that band up. Now we're going into those pull aparts. Okay, get those feet sunk into the ground, get a nice sturdy base. Okay, see if you can maybe take your hands in another inch, all right? I'm gonna try it. Remember, try to think about staying parallel with your arms to the floor, okay? We won't wanna be up here, it's gonna strain your neck, and down here, we're not gonna get the same work, all right? So shoulder level, here we go, we're pulling apart. Brace that belly, squeeze those buns. Good, take a break. Roll out those shoulders. We're gonna move into your biceps. It's your last set of biceps. Okay, so this is the one where we're keeping up drinking our drink, okay? You can do 1 foot or 2. It's all up to you. I think I'm gonna just choke down a little bit further on my band, okay? Try to increase that resistance. Get those guns ready, okay? Working those biceps, breathing out as you're pulling up. Here we go. Good, take a break. Okay, we got our last set of kickbacks, okay? So again, it doesn't really matter which side you put the band under, you know, as long as you feel like it's pretty even for both of your sides for the resistance, okay? So we're gonna go back into those kickbacks. 1 foot, I'll try to choke down a little bit more on the band, all right? Get ready, guys. Get set, we got this, last set. Elbows glued into the side, kicking back, here we go. Same thing, keeping that belly engaged. Keep it tight. Good, take a break. Okay, weights, band, out of your way because we have a 1 minute finisher. It's just an AMRAP, as many reps as possible in 1 minute of push-ups, all right? So we did it at the beginning. You can go on your toes, you can go on your knees, you can take breaks as you need to, all right? I'm gonna do mine on my knees. You choose how hard you can push yourself. You could also do this at an elevated surface, so on your kitchen counter. Okay, so get ready, get in position, choose your position. Get ready, get set, and go. Breathe out as you push up, okay? We work all those muscles in your arms and your back, but we didn't work a lot of chest, all right? So this is our finisher for you today. It's also a great indicator of your strength and something that you can measure, because if you would write down how many repetitions you got today, you could come back to this movement and try to improve. We all have strengths and weaknesses. It's your choice to find those and then still work on the things that you like, but always try to improve something that you're doing. Gives you goals, okay? Gives you something to work for, to come back every day, all right? Woo, 3, 2, and break. Oh my goodness, guys. My arms are on fire. I hope yours are too, okay? You can go ahead and we're gonna stand up. You can grab your band if you have it. If you don't worry, you can do the same stretch, all right? I just like to use a band for this one. And you guys know that these are like under $3. So it's a good thing to have. So I'm just gonna place the band in my hand. I'm gonna bring my elbow up nice and high, okay? I'm gonna use the band to pull my arm further into that stretch. All right, you're gonna get an extra pull through those triceps and through your chest. Good, take some deep breaths here. Good, it's gonna open up, create really good posture when our pushing muscles get really tight. So those are muscles in your shoulders and your chest and your triceps. Sometimes our posture suffers, all right? So it's always important to do these stretches. Good, 5 seconds here. A couple more deep breaths. Last one, big breath in and breathe out. Good, slowly come out of that stretch, let go of the band. Bring your arm in front, switch to the other side. Okay, take that hand up in the air. We're reaching really high for that band right here, pulling that arm down. Good. And let yourself try to relax in this position. Feel those muscles. It shouldn't hurt, all right? I hope your arms are feeling really strong, okay? And I know sometimes it's hard to focus on just the upper body, but it's also important to get stronger in our upper body so we can carry whatever we need to and move around. And like I said, having strong muscles in our upper body really help the posture. So this next one, let's take one more deep breath in and out. Good, release that band. Okay, you can drop that band, okay? Now, this posture check is something that I've challenged clients in the past to just a couple times a day think about getting this position so you can think about how you carry yourself when you walk, when you run, when you sit, when you drive, okay? So we're gonna keep our shoulders down, okay? I'm gonna turn around here, but I'm just gonna bring my arms back behind me, okay? And I'm gonna interlock my elbows. Sometimes if the range of motion, you could also just go like so, all right? But if you can, I challenge you to try to grab those elbows. Think about driving those shoulders down and think about bringing your scapulas, that's your shoulder blades, together, all right? I challenge you when you walk around the house and you don't have something in your hands, try walking around like this and see, just how different that is from your regular normal day posture. Okay, so often we walk around forward like this. Just imagine how better we'd feel having those muscles to be able to pull it back and be nice and strong. So that's your challenge until your next short and sweat workout. I want to see you back real soon.